Good afternoon, Rebel fans, and welcome to Boswell Media Sports and Cruiser 98.3. I am Sam Rigby, bringing you tonight's Rebel baseball broadcast here on the Boswell Media live stream and Cruiser 98.3. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon for a good day of baseball. Sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky, so a really good day for baseball here in Madden. It'll be the Leake Academy Rebels taking on Park Place. Game 3 taking place today in Madden. The Rebels come in the record of 17-6, 6-5 in district play. Want to remind everybody this is the East Side Gun and Pawn pregame show. So the Rebels are 17-6, 6-5 in district play. And meanwhile, Park Place comes in with a record of 8-14. So the Rebels have a good opportunity to take care of business tonight on the home field, as Game 1 was won here in Madden on Monday night. In 6 innings, the Rebels took care of business on the home field. And then also on Wednesday night, the Rebels went to Pearl and took on Park Place in a 14-6 win for the Rebels. So the Rebels have taken the series against Park Place. They're looking to complete the sweep tonight and extend their district record to potentially 7-5 with a win tonight, to really help in the playoff seeding if the Rebels can come away with a sweep tonight on their. A little before the game gets started tonight, we're going to have a special ceremony taking place on the field, congratulating Coach Turk Stovall on 200 career wins. Got number 200 this week. Congratulations to Coach Stovall, continuing to get some winning records for this Rebel Baseball Club and doing a very successful job of it so far on the season. Looking for win 201 tonight, so congratulations to Coach Stovall and all he's done for this Rebel baseball program. A little bit of a recap of what happened in Pearl when the Rebels took on Park Place. Jack Harkins went 2 for 5 at the plate with 2 RBIs on the night, but the player of the game on Wednesday was Gage Warren, going 3 for 5 at the plate with 4 RBIs on the night, and also Tyler Winstead going 3 for 5 as well, but only with 2 RBIs, and along with Major Chandler going 3 for 4 at the plate for the Rebels with 2 RBIs. Pitching on Tuesday night was Will Garner, pitching 5 innings, giving up 4 runs but striking out 5 in the process. And coming in relief was Easton Page, throwing for 2 innings, 2 hits, and 1 strikeout on the last game against Park Place. So on the season for the Rebels, 2 major Rebels standing out at the plate for batting average. It's first baseman Tanner Walsworth batting .406 with 7 double RBIs. Also along with Major Chandler, second highest average on the team, batting .381 with 8 doubles, 2 triples, and 19 RBIs. We also want to thank Wells Church Furniture for sponsoring our stream this evening, bringing you a live action view of Rebel baseball this afternoon. Pitching tonight for the Rebels, waiting for the announcement for the Marion and Derek Harkins starting lineup. So we're waiting on the announcement for that game, but we want to remind everybody of our Neshoba County Co-op field conditions. It'll be 80 degrees at first pitch tonight, dropping to 70 degrees by 8 o'clock. But at 10 o'clock tonight, it's going to be an 80% chance of thunderstorms here in Madden, so hopefully we'll be able to get out of here in time and beat the rain. But the Rebels have a big game coming tonight against Park Place, looking to move to 18-6, 7-5 in district play if the Rebels can come away with a win tonight. So potentially, as I mentioned earlier, we're not entirely sure who the starting pitcher is, but if we all know how the season has gone, it's been usually Caden Stovall, the first guy on the mound for the Rebels, and then it's along with Will Garner, but potentially it'll be Jack Harkins pitching tonight for the Rebels. Harkins went 4-2 on the season with 22 strikeouts, over 35 innings pitched, and a 3.14 ERA. So right now we're having the coaches for both squads, Coach Stovall and the Park Place coach, talking at the plate to get a little conversation with our umpires and before we get this game started tonight. And now we're just waiting on the call from the booth up top, looking to show the I wouldn't call it a memorial, but a good ceremony to honor Coach Stovall on his 200th career win on the season. The season is just getting heated up with the playoffs. I want to remind everybody that we will have those playoff games for you right here on Boswell Media Sports for Leake Academy Baseball. That will be right here on Cruising 98.3 and Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to...
We're waiting to see where exactly Coach Stovall live on the YouTube streaming channel. So for those of you watching are able to see this ceremony. As right now the creed is being read at the field to the MAIS. So it's a crowd starting to fill in here on both sides, the Park Place and the Leake sides. But great day for baseball. 80 degrees. Once again, remind everybody that's brought to you by the Shelby County Co-op Field Conditions. So now we're going to move the camera over and show Coach Stovall. Maybe a little zoom in for you, see a better view of Coach Stovall. So on East Webster, when the Rebels took down East Webster, Coach Stovall got his 200th career win. Him and his family are being recognized at this time, with head football coach Brian Pickens coming out to congratulate Coach Stovall on a great record so far on the season, and for 200 wins, 209 on the season. So also want to congratulate Coach Stovall on that honor. As the season is still going, we want to thank Coach Stovall for all he's done for Rebel baseball and all he will continue to do as long as he is the coach. So we're just about to get started with the Mariana and Derek Harkins starting lineup for both squads. Just waiting on the call out from up top.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet
So the starting lineups are just about to get underway. We'll remind everybody the starting lineups were brought to you by Mariana and Derek Harkins, sponsoring all starting lineups for the season.
Right fielder number 5, Easton Haley. Third base catcher number 10, Josh Kazil.
So leading off for Park Place will be number 6, Owen Bailey. Designated hitter Peyton Bray. Right fielder Easton Haley. Third baseman Carson Hill. Catcher Josh Kozol. Bailey Dukes. Owen Cooper and Easton King for Park Place will do the Crusaders starting 5, and now we're about to the Leake Academy Rebels starting lineup, the one everybody's waiting to see. So leading off for the Rebels will be Mathen Weaver, leading off for the Rebels. And also it'll be Will Gardner batting second, playing third tonight for the Rebels. Batting third will be number 5, Tanner Walsworth, one of the hot bats for Leake Academy so far this spring. And also to be Tyler Winstead batting in the 4-hole tonight for the Rebels. And Major Chandler in right field. So Winstead in the left, Major in right. Weaver in center, Gage Warren at catcher. And also Easton Page. Looks like he'll be playing second base tonight for the Rebels, but Easton Page. Excuse me, it's not Jack Harkins tonight for the Rebels. It is senior Matthew Nowell making his first start on the year. Nowell will be pitching for the Rebels. So my apologies on that. Thought it was going to be Harkins tonight. He's been usually the 3 guy for the starting pitching, but it's Matthew Nowell on the mound. So we're going to take a national anthem break and a prayer, and we'll be back with more Rebel baseball coming up on Boswell Media Sports.
Baptist League Rural Health Clinics have a variety of healthcare options with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health. Providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-2 267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and Saturdays are available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist Leake, making your health care our #1 priority.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you got the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Boswell Media Sports.
All right, so we just had our national anthem take place here in Madden. Means baseball is just about to begin. The West Side Body Shop first pitch coming up shortly. So a little recap for Park Place starting tonight. Leading off will be Owen Bailey. Bailey went 0 for 2 in his last appearance against the Rebels on Monday night for that matter. So Bailey will be leading off, and Peyton Bray will be right behind him along with Easton Haley. So those will be the 1, 2, 3 that Nowell will face to start us off tonight here from Madden. So now we're getting a little warmed up, a little bit of a shift in the lineup with Easton Page moving to second base and Winstead now moving to left field. Winstead been more of the DH this year, but he's made some plays in the outfield as well when called upon. So it'll be Matthew Nowell starting pitching for the Rebels. And bring you a little bit of the stats so far that Matthew has done on the season. He's only pitched 12.2 innings with a 1-0 record, 2 saves. He's been a big part of the Rebel bullpen this season. Only 13 strikeouts on the year and a 1.65 ERA so far for Matthew on the season. So this will be his first start, as he's usually been a bullpen arm for the Rebels. It'll be right out of the gate, Nowell on the mound pitching for the Rebels. So Nowell's throwing one more warm-up pitch, and then we're about to play some baseball. Once again, want to thank Wells Church Furniture for sponsoring our stream this year on Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. We're about to get started in this Baptist Memorial Hospital Leake first inning as Owen Bailey steps into the box for the Park Place Crusaders. So once again, it's going to be Owen Bailey, Peyton Bray, and Easton Haley, first 3 that Nowell will face for Park Place.
Number 6, Owen Bailey.
So Owen Bailey steps into the box. We're about to play some baseball. First pitch from Nowell. Swinging, strike 1. Nowell right away with the heat. And it's a quick 0-1 count. Nowell with the windup and hits Bailey on the second pitch. So that will put Owen Bailey on first with a plunk by Matthew Nowell, hitting Owen Bailey in his second pitch of the night.
Number 8, Peyton Bray.
So after Bailey getting hit by Nowell's Peyton Bray up to the plate for Park Place. First pitch to Bray is outside, ball 1. So runner on first as we're just getting started here in the Baptist Memorial Hospital Leake first inning. And the 1-0 pitch is thrown back to first, but Walsworth can't get a scoop on it, and it will hit the fence as Owen Bailey will advance to second. So wind starting to really pick up, blowing out towards right field. As Nowell's pitch back to first base was wild, and Owen Bailey had, or the wild throw, he didn't necessarily throw it to the throw was a little low, and Bailey advances to second. Nowell responds with a 1-1 pitch for strike one. No outs in the inning. Bailey on second. And 1-1 from Nowell. Ball is grounded over Nowell's head, but scoop is made, and the throw over to first by Easton Page is in time for out number one. So Bailey will advance to first, but Bray will be out on the ground out. He'll bring up Easton Haley batting for Park Place. First pitch from Nowell. This one is a high heater for ball one. So runner on third for Park Place. Rebels will look to try and contain Owen Bray at third. 1-0 from Nowell. Breaking ball pitch is high and dodges out of the way for ball two. So Nowell with the high pitch. Like it was coming towards me right behind this great setup we have here at Madden. Swinging strike two, or excuse me, strike one. Thrown to Easton Haley. 2-1 from Nowell. Swinging strike two this time from Matthew Nowell to Easton Haley. It'll be Carson Hill on deck for Park Place, and the 2-2 is on the way from Nowell. It's in the dirt, but a good scoop by Warren to keep that ball in front of him for ball three. So it's a full count to Easton Haley with one out on the board. Nowell just throwing his 10th pitch. Full pitch from Nowell. Full count pitch from Nowell. And this one is ball four. And we'll put Easton Haley on first, as Carson Hill will come out to take his place at the plate. So it'll be Carson Hill and Josh Cozy all standing on deck for Park Place. So Gage Warren had a little talk with Nowell as runners are at the corners for the Rebels. With only one out in the inning, but no runs and no hits so far. First pitch from Nowell nearly hits Carson Hill, but pitch misses for ball one. So the 1-0 from Nowell. This one is outs and in, catches the outside corner of the plate for strike one. Nowell squares up, and the 1-1 from Nowell. This one is fouled off in the net for strike two. Hits the backstop for strike two. So 1-2 count for Carson Hill. Takes a step off and doesn't throw over to first. Runner stays with a 1-2 count, one out in the inning. 1-2 from Nowell. Swinging strike three. Throw down from Warren to second. And he is safe. So Easton Haley advances from first to third, but Carson Hill goes down with a strikeout. So 2 outs on the board. This is a Barney and Mott's Furniture strikeout for Nowell. So runners on second and third. 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch from Nowell. This one is grounded and fielded by Page at second. Throw over to first, and in time for out number 3. Rebels get out of a jam, leaving 2 runners on base. The Crusaders do, but it's the Rebel Bats coming up to bat in the bottom of the first. So we're going to take a break and be back with more Rebel baseball as the Rebel Bats are about to come to the plate for the first time on the night.
Before you begin those do-it-yourself projects outside your home or business, be sure you know where your underground utilities are located. Always call before you dig. One easy phone call to 811 can protect you from injury and expense. Plus, it's the law in Mississippi. Make the call and avoid serious or fatal injury. For more electrical safety tips, contact Central Electric Power Association. Serving you since 1937. An equal opportunity provider and employer.
If you love sports, get in the game by getting In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, puts you in the game with personalized jerseys and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports has the cheer uniforms you're looking for, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports also believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Be the fan you've always wanted to be with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Welcome back to Boswell Media Sports. Rebel Baseball coming to you live on this Thursday afternoon. About to get started in the bottom of the first inning. It's going to be Drake Cleat pitching for Park Place. So Cleat's getting warmed up as we speak. And then right out of the gate, it's going to be Mathen Weaver leading off for the Rebels, along with Will Garner right behind Weaver. So that'll be the first two batters. So here comes the first pitch from Cleat. Ball is grounded by Weaver, hit to second, but the second baseman can't make the scoop on it. It's one pitch and a single, as Owen Cooper couldn't get a handle on the ball. Weaver gets a single to start the Rebel bats off.
Now batting for the Rebels, number 2, Will.
And it brings up Will Gardner, Rebels. So Weaver standing on first. And Walsworth on deck. So Garner steps into the box. So runner taking off immediately. Weaver steals second base with its uncontested. Weaver with a stolen base. So a single and a stolen base for Mathen Weaver as he took off really quick. Throw from Cleat's outside for strike one. Thought it was going to be called for a ball, but it catches the corner. And it's a 1-1 count. So Garner at the plate. Weaver at second. Pitches wild, hits the backstop. Throw down to third as Weaver's sliding. Nobody's there to get it, and Weaver's just going to go all the way to the plate. No slide, and Weaver will score the run. So that's an easy 1-0 lead for the Rebels. Mathen Weaver making a lot of work with a stolen base, and a wild pitch advances him all the way from second to home. Rebels on top 1-0 in this bottom of the first inning. Swinging strike 2 this time to Will Garner as it's a 2-2 count. Rebels up 1-0 over Park Place. So the 2-2 pitch to Garner. Swinging strike 3 this time by Garner. And
Now batting for the Rebels, number 5, Tanner Walsworth.
so Tanner Walsworth steps into the box for the Rebels after the strikeout to Will Garner. Walsworth lines this one right up the middle, and that's a base hit for Tanner Walsworth, keeping the bats going for the Rebels as Tanner Walsworth gets on base with a single. Ball was well hit by Walsworth. It was hit right between the gap in the short and second baseman gap. It was right over the second base bag where Walsworth put that ball, so very well hit and placed. As Tyler Winstead steps into the box for the Rebels. Pitch nearly hits Winstead, but he dodges it for ball 1. So the 1-0 count. And Winstead will off for strike one. Walsworth standing on first with a single. Winstead at the plate. 2 hits in the inning, both by Walsworth and Weaver. And the 1-1 pitch. Pitch is thrown high for ball 2. So 2-1 count. 2-1 to Winstead is lined over the third baseman's head. It's a base hit for Tyler Winstead. And that'll advance Walsworth to second. So simple hitting by the Rebels, moving around the bags as Winstead gets the single. And the bats continuing for the Rebels as Major Chandler steps into the box. Walsworth on second, Winstead on first. 1-0 lead for the Rebels, 1 out in the inning. First pitch to Chandler is going to hit the backstop. Walsworth taking off for third. And Tanner gets the advancement on the wild pitch along with Winstead advancing from first to second. Walsworth advances from pitch. And the 1-0 pitch is in the dirt for ball 2 to Chandler. So it's 2-0 count to Chandler. 1 out in the inning in the bottom of the first. Rebels leading 1-0 over Park Place. Pitch is high for ball 3. And this Baptist Memorial Hospital Leake first inning, Rebels have been really successful or essential at the plate at their at-bats. Pitch is inside for ball 4, so Chandler draws the 4-pitch walk, and that's a Woodstock Furniture walk for Major Chandler. And it'll bring up Gage Warren up to the bat. As Warren went 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs the other night, and Park Place is going to have a little discussion on the mound. We're going to take a break from Rebel Baseball. I'll be back with more after the break on Boswell Media Sports.
If you love sports, get in the game by getting In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, puts you in the game with personalized jerseys and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports has the cheer uniforms you're looking for, as well as plaques. In Sports has that too. In Sports also believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Be the fan you've always wanted to be with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Rebel Baseball rolls on Cruiser 98.3 as it's 1-0 Rebel lead in the bottom of the first inning. Bases loaded for Gage Warren, who steps into the box. First pitch to Warren is in for strike 1. 1 out in the inning. Rebels have bases loaded in the bottom of the first after the discussion on the mound to Drake, the Park Place pitcher. Ball is outside this time for ball 1. Drake Cleat, or Clyte, C-L-I-E-T-T for Park Place pitcher. Pitch is outside for ball 2 from Drake Clyte. So 2-1 count to Warren as that pitch was outside, and Warren will foul this one off. So a delayed call at the plate as Warren appears to foul the pitch off, but the runners were advancing because it was no call from behind the plate. But now it has been cleared up that that was a foul ball, so Gage Warren faces a 2-2 count with Easton Page standing on deck. So the 2-2 to Warren on the way. Pitch is in the dirt for ball 3, so Warren able to work himself into a 3-2 count as Drake Clyat comes up on 21 pitches in the inning. So 3-2. Swing and strike 3 this time to Gage Warren. And that is 2 outs in the inning as Easton Page will step into the box.
Rebels, number 4, Easton Page.
So Page comes into the box with 2 outs. And Matthew now comes on deck for the Rebels. First pitch to Page. Pitch is high for ball 1. So Walsworth on third, Winstead on second, Chandler on first. 2 outs in the inning. And the 1-0 to Page. This one's high as well for ball 2. So 2-0 count Easton Page. And this was Baptist Memorial Hospital Leake, first inning. Page takes a check swing for ball 3. Some of the Park Place fans didn't approve of that one, thought it was a good one, but it's called inside for ball 3. And the 3-0 pitch on the way. And that one is thrown on the outside corner, and it is called for a strike 1. That one looked a little more outside than the previous one, but nonetheless, it's called strike 1. So Page with a 3-1 count. And he draws the walk, so Easton Page gets on with a walk. And it brings up Matthew Nowell, pitcher versus pitcher duel. So 2 outs in the inning. And bases are still loaded for the Rebels, but the lead has been boosted to a 2-0 lead for the Leake Academy Rebels. First pitch to Nowell is high and outside for ball 1. Rebels leading 2-0 over Park Place. Bases loaded again. Nowell swinging at this one for strike 1. As Winstead stands on third, Chandler on second, Easton Page on first. Swing and strike 2 this time to Matthew Nowell. So Nowell throws the bunt down to try and time it up. And this one's outside for ball 2, so a 2-2 count to Matthew Nowell. 2 outs in the inning. 31 pitches in this bottom of the first for Drake Clyte. And the 2-2 to Nowell. Pitch is grounded, gets past the third baseman. It'll score Winstead from third, but the runners will hold up as Chandler stays at third. RBI single for Matthew Nowell.
Now batting for the number 1, Cadence.
So, a little meeting on the mound again by Park Place. We're going to take another break, and we'll take another break here on Boswell Media. Be back with more Rebel Baseball from Boswell Media Sports.
Are you gearing up for the busy poultry season ahead? Well, look no further than Ozark Ag Supply. Keep your operation running smoothly with our high-quality poultry fan motors, cool cell pads, and durable fan belts. Temperatures rise, ensure your birds stay cool and comfortable with reliable ventilation systems. Don't let the heat ruffle your feathers. Ozark Ag Supply, Highway 16 West, Carthage.
Come see us at Eastside Pawn. Plenty of knowledge and experience, from the gleaming precision of Vortex Optics to essential gear like lawnmower blades and belts. Their shelves are full of quality and quantity. Need quick cash? Eastside Pawn and Gun will provide the pawn loan you need while offering the flexibility you crave right when you need it. Visit them today. Open late 3 days a week. Eastside Pawn and Gun, Highway 16, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Are you gearing up for the busy poultry season ahead? Well, look no further than Ozark Ag Supply. Keep your operation running smoothly with our high-quality poultry fan motors, cool cell pads, and durable fan belts. As the temperatures rise, ensure your birds stay cool and comfortable with reliable ventilation systems. Don't let the heat ruffle your feathers. Ozark Ag Supply, Highway 16 West, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
All right, so after that meeting on the mound by Park Place, there's a new pitcher in the game for the Crusaders, and it is Bennett Newton, number 17. Pitch is grounded by Stovall, but it's hit directly to third base, and throw over to third is wild. Run scores, and Chandler will score, Page will score, and that'll move Caden Stovall all the way over to second base. So the ball was a ground ball, but it was an error by the first baseman to not be able to scoop the ball that was thrown. So Riles Wilkerson came in to pinch run for Matthew Nowell. Pitch is wild. Wilkerson taking off towards the plate, and he will score safely for Riles Wilkerson. So the Rebels really patting it on in this bottom of the first inning. Runners are now only on third base for the Rebels, as it's a 6-0 lead. And back to the top of the order, it's Mathen Weaver. Pitch is wild again, but saved by the catcher. So Stovall, reaching on an error, has made his way all the way around to third base. And it's a 2-0 count to Mathen Weaver. Weaver grounds this ball to second, fielded cleanly. The throw over to first is in time for out number 3. So through one inning of play, Rebels lead 6-0 over Park Place. We're going to take a break. Back with more Rebel baseball coming up on Boswell Media Sports.
Looking to make improvements to your home or maybe consolidate high-interest debt can help you achieve your goals. With a home equity loan from First Financial Bank, this is Chance Hall, consumer lender. Whether you're upgrading your kitchen, paying for a vacation, or paying off bills, your home's equity could be the solution. Let your home work for you. Stop by today and see why we're in the business of you.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
Boswell Media Sports continues Rebel Baseball edition right here in Madden, Mississippi. Through one inning of play, the Rebels lead place on 4 hits, and an error by Park Place helped the Rebels score 6 runs in the inning.
Now batting for the Crusaders, number 14.
So Graham Gilmore comes into the box to lead off for Park Place. And now still on the mound for the Rebels. Gave him a lot of time in the dugout to have some rest as the Rebel bats were working against Park Place, really running up a pitch count, and they forced a substitution. Going to the bullpen in the first inning, brought out Bennett Newton in relief for Drake Clyde. Pitches grounded back to Nowell, fielded cleanly by Nowell, and the scoop to Walsworth at first is in time for out number 1. So Gilmore goes down with a ground out.
Number 17, Bennett Newton.
And it brings up Bennett Newton, pitcher for Park Place. Now comes to bat to face the other pitcher, Matthew Nowell. So Nowell with the heater misses for ball 1. Bases are cleared in this top of the second. The Central Electric Power Association's second inning, to be precise. Ball is popped up foul and will soar out of play for strike 1. So a 1-1 count to Bennett Newton. good looking pitch by Nowell zips in for strike 2. So 1-2 count. The 1-2 from Nowell. Pitch is fouled off by Newton. And he stays alive at the plate. Nowell working on 23 pitches through 1 1/3 inning of play. 1-2 from Nowell. Pitch is hit well into shallow center and drops for a base hit for Bennett Newton, who wins the pitcher's duel. It now brings up Matthew Bain, number 7 for Park Place.
Now batting number 7, Matthew Bain.
So 1 out in the inning after that single by Bennett Newton. And the first pitch to Bain is low and in the dirt for ball 1. Bain with Newton gets in safely. Here comes the 1-0 from Nowell. Pitch is grounded foul for strike 1. So now with the 1-1 count. That's an Ozark Ag foul ball by Matthew Bain. Nowell takes a look over to first. And the pitch is inside for ball 2 from Matthew Nowell. Nowell takes a glance over to first, throws the next pitch, and it's fouled up and out of play for strike 2. So Matthew Bain with a 2-2 count. Nowell shakes, looks over to first, and the runner gets back to first, and he is back in safely. He scampered for a little bit. He was taken off for second, but got back in safely. This is a 2-2 count. Swinging strike 3 this time to Matthew Bain, and that's a Barney and Mott's Furniture strikeout from Matthew Nowell, winning the battle of the Matthews at the plate. So Owen Cooper comes to bat for Park Place. Two outs in the inning. First pitch to Cooper misses for ball 1. So a runner on first. Bennett Newton got the single for the lone hit for Park Place. 2 outs in the inning. And the pitch from Nowell is delayed as Owen Cooper called time at the plate. The 1-0 from Nowell, swinging strike 1 this time from Cooper. So 1-1 count to Owen Cooper from Nowell. Pitches in for strike 2 from Matthew Nowell. Throwing some real heat on the mound. Nobody has swung yet, except for, Owen Cooper hasn't swung in this at-bat. This one misses for ball 2. So 2 outs, and that will do it for out number 3. As Matthew gets another Barney and Mott's Furniture strikeout to Owen Cooper. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Matthew Nowell. The bottom of the second, Rebel Bats coming up shortly right here on Boswell Media Sports.
Life is full of surprises, but with the right insurance, you can be prepared for whatever comes your way.
At South Group Insurance, they offer tailored insurance solutions for your home, auto, business, and farm. Whether it's protecting your family or securing your future, they're always there to help.
South Group Insurance agents are local, experienced, and ready to help provide personalized service that's right for you.
South Group Insurance, just off the Court Square in Carthage.
Barney and Maud's Furniture, where everyone is like family. Come see our range of home furnishings and accessories. They'll help you design your space to add a little touch of your personality and complete comfort. Barney and Maud's offers quality that speaks to your unique style. Visit them today and transform your house into a place that's as special as you are. Experience the magic of Barney and Maud's Furniture and come see what everybody's talking about. Highway 21, 2 miles south of Sebastopol.
Boswell Media Sports.
Rebel baseball continues on Boswell Media Sports through 2.5 innings of play. Rebels lead Park Place 6-0 as only one hit was given up by Matthew Nowell through 2 innings of play. So very productive day on the mound for Nowell, and also a productive day at the plate for the Rebels, as Rebels have already been through the lineup one time and coming back to near the top of the order with Will Garner. So Will Garner batting in the 2-hole tonight for the Rebels, as Weaver got on with a single in his first at bat and then grounded out that ended the inning. So it's not a bad day at the plate if your team is able to get back to the top of the order in one whole inning. 0-1 pitch to Garner is hit into deep right field. Ball is made and dropped. So the catch was made in center field, but it is dropped by the center fielder for a double for Will Garner. Garner liked it when it left the bat, but it appears the collision in center field with Owen Bailey hitting that fence caused him to drop the ball and got Will Garner advanced to second base. So runner on second as the first pitch to Walsworth misses for ball 1. One-0 count for Walsworth. This one's in the dirt as Garner taken off for third, and he is in safely with a stolen base by Will Garner. So that's the second stolen base for the Rebels tonight. First one with Weaver in the first inning, and Garner gets the second inning. 2-0 count for Tanner Walsworth. Ball is fouled off by Walsworth for strike 1. Bennett Newton came to relief in the bottom of the first inning and now has the 2-1 to Walsworth. Ball is ripped foul for strike 2. So Walsworth with a 2-2 count, no outs in the inning, and Will Garner standing on third. 2-2 to Walsworth. Swing and strike 3 by Walsworth, and that'll do it for Walsworth for out number 1. Goes down with a strikeout.
Now batting for the Rebels, number 9, Tyler Winstead.
So Tanner Walsworth goes down with a strikeout, and it brings up Tyler Winstead. First pitch to Winstead is outside for ball 1. 1-0 count to Winstead. And Winstead puts a good grip on this ball. It's going back towards the left field wall, but the catch is made for out number 2, but Garner will get in safely from third base, and another run for the Rebels. So Garner scores with a sac fly from Winstead. And it brings up Major Chandler. First pitch to Chandler gets to third base, is grounded, deflected off the glove to short, but Major Chandler gets on with another single. Good diving play by Carson Hill at third base for Park Place, but it deflected off his glove and landed into the shortstop's hands. Graham Gilmore, he made the throw over to first, but Chandler got in safely with a single. with 2 outs in the inning. First pitch to Warren. Misses for ball 1. As Gage had a strikeout in his first appearance at the plate. And Chandler stands on first. Pitch to Warren is kind of chopped at the plate into shallow right field, but the catch is made in right for out number 3. So that'll do it for the Central Electric Power Association's second inning. Rebels score 1 run in the inning, courtesy of the sac fly by Tyler Winstead. We're going to take a break, come back with third inning of Rebel baseball right here on Boswell Media Sports.
Sherwood County Co-op. You know they have everything you need for the great outdoors. Come shop their huge selection of fishing supplies and get ready for that big gobbler and turkey season. Sherwood County Co-op has premium gear that ensures you're ready for the chase. Then visit their greenhouse to see their fruit trees, vibrant flowers, and their colorful yard art. Fire up your taste buds with Bayou Classic Grills and Cookers. It's that